Hey folks, it's Scott at the Fed Homestead. Well, it's definitely fall now. You can see the red burning bushes behind me, and it's time almost for Thanksgiving. So I wanted to do a video that would kind of get you in the Thanksgiving spirit, and what I'm talking about is making a trash can turkey. Trash can turkey is something that was introduced to me by my buddy Roger a number of years ago when we were cooking together in the Boy Scouts. So we were Boy Scout leaders at the time, and our kids were all in the troop, and so making turkeys outdoors while we were camping in a trash can was a very different way of cooking a turkey. So the backstory for this particular episode is that earlier this year my wife decided to have a surprise 60th birthday party for me, and she pretty much pulled it off, except on the morning of the party a big white tent was going up in my yard, and my buddy Roger was out here with his kids making a couple of trash can turkeys. And so this is where I got all the footage for this video. So I think you'll find it interesting and entertaining, and you'll learn that there are a lot of advantages to making trash can turkey outside during Thanksgiving. So enjoy. In order to cook a trash can turkey, you have to start by placing a steel rod in the ground. And since we're cooking two turkeys, you can see that the boys placed two steel rods into the ground. The area of grass gets sacrificed, but it is really well worth it. You can see Charlie here preparing the charcoal while Paul is placing aluminum foil around the steel rods. And so we're going to take this old trash can and use that as an oven. We're actually going to have two of them. So there's Charlie on the right, Paul on the left. They'll cover the aluminum foil with charcoal after putting a turkey inside the trash can. So I'll show you what I mean later. And it makes a great turkey. 22-pound turkey will cook in 2 hours using this method. So they got the turkeys, as you can see, on a bunt pan on a stake through the ground. Here you can see that Paul is inserting a remote thermometer into the turkey breast so that we can tell what temperature the meat is from the outside of the oven. And then you light the charcoal separately away from the initial turkey. Now the juices will collect in the bunt pan. You can also put pans of vegetables down there and let the grease from the turkey go into them, and that makes them real nice. So you can see we got an appropriate amount of fire going here. And once those coals are ready, we'll stack them around the bird and the trash can.
Are those potatoes?
So he's putting the potatoes around there, and the trash can's going to go over it. Upside down.
Okay.
And then they'll put the coals around it. You see?
Yes.
So the trash can is just a stainless steel trash can. You burn a lot of paper inside to get the original grease that coats the trash can off. Raj, how many turkeys have you made with this trash can here?
The number 35 and 36.
35 and 36. Nice. The benefit of doing this in the holidays is that you keep your ovens empty so that they can cook other things. There you go. The barrel acts as an oven. And the charcoal is, of course, the heat source that you put all around and on top of it. There you go.
Shovel on your left. You're right.
Now it's important to fire up the coals separate from the oven. We've had people who have put the lighter fluid on the coals as around the base of the oven and have gotten very poor results. A raw turkey on the inside and black crust on the outside. So you want to make sure that you add the charcoal on after it's already started heating up. There you go, Charlie. Nice.
Oh, one in the gravy boat. Okay, it's edible, right?
That mesquite?
Yeah.
All right.
Soaked in bourbon.
Wouldn't be awful.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me just take a break in the action to tell you a quick story. Most of you know that I love to tell stories, and I have a particularly funny one that's funny to me, at least, about my dad when he first heard of the trash can turkey. So he came over for Thanksgiving several years ago, and he said, "Well, what are you doing outside?" And I said, "I'm making a trash can turkey." And he said, "What's that?" And I never heard of such a thing. And so I explained to him, you put a turkey outside on the ground in a spit, put it on the spit, put a trash can over it, and cook it with charcoal. And he looked at me really funny and he said, "I ain't eating that." And I said, "Dad, it's really, really good. You gotta wait. You understand me here?" And he said, "No, I'm not doing that. That's crazy." And so he was a little miffed about the whole thing for a little while. But then when we do the big reveal, once it's done, and lift up the trash can and show that the golden brown turkey, that kind of won him over. And it was funny because when I took the trash can off, he was like, "Oh, hey, look at that. That's something. And that looks really good." And it totally changed his mind, especially after he ate it. So that was my first experience with Dad and the trash can turkey. So thought of that was a funny story for you. We've got a probe inside there. Look at the cooking temperature. There it goes.
It's already at 125.
Yeah, now it's heating up.
Put heads of garlic and onions, and they boil in the turkey fat while they cook.
That sounds incredible.
That's how you do that.
That's a second one, yeah.
Nice. You guys know what to do, right? I need to go in. Yep. Just a big bowl.
Dad, you need 2 trays. Just tore the leg.
That's all right. We'll take care of that.
Makes cutting it easier.
I didn't get a chance to film the big reveal of the turkeys when we take the ovens, the trash cans off the turkeys, put them to the side, and you see a beautiful golden brown turkey there. But you can see the results in the video. I was a little too busy hanging out with friends that some of which I hadn't seen in years, and my wife got a hold of, and they came to the party. So I was too busy having a good time to do that. But don't worry, in the future, I'm gonna have a step-by-step video of how to do a trash can turkey. This video should give you a good idea of how to do that. All the steps are basically included in there, but I'll talk about some tips and tricks as well in another video coming in the future. Now, none of this would have happened if my wife hadn't convinced my buddy Roger to do all the cooking at the birthday party. Roger's a phenomenal cook, and he's always willing to lend a hand, so I really appreciate him stepping up on this occasion and saving my wife a lot of aggravation. He took a lot on his shoulders, and I really appreciate it, and I know that his contribution and that of his boys, Paul and Charlie, made this event a real success. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video about the trash can turkey. This is Scott from the Homestead. We'll see you next time.